The Ballad of Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet. A tragedy in five-star disguise. Oh, my darlings, gather round. Let me tell you a tale so wretched, so unholy in its mediocrity, that even the rats in the walls would demand a refund. Picture this: you arrive at Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet. The irony of that name, with dreams of golden sands and lemonade-sipping luxury. Instead, you are greeted by this. Act I, the grand deception, or how to fake a hotel in broad daylight. The lobby smells like cigarettes and despair. Not the chic, French existential kind, no. Nothis is the someone spilled expired perfume on a wet ashtray kind. The check-in takes an hour. An hour, my loves. In that time, you could be written a novel, learn to knit, orbiter yet fold the country. But no, you stand there, watching the receptionist move at the speed of a sedated sloth, while the ceiling paint peels like it, too, is trying to escape. And then the room. Oh, the room, the carpet, rolled up in the corner like a shameful secret, because even it couldn't bear to be walked on anymore. The bathroom, a horror show. The shower alternates between Arctic blizzard and tepid dishwater. And the door doesn't close because why should you have privacy when you paid for luxury? The air conditioning drips on your head like the universe itself is weeping for you. Act II, the food, or how to ruin cuisine in 12 easy steps. Breakfast is a crime. A crime, I say. The buffet is a sad parade of lukewarm eggs, stale bread, and a single sad tomato that looks like it's been there since the Ottoman Empire. People bring their own food. Let that sink in. Guests paying guest smuggle in snacks like prisoners in a cafeteria. Dinner, themed nights, except Asian night is pizza and beef ragu. Pizza, beef ragu. My sweet summer children, this is not fusion cuisine, this is culinary gaslighting. The food is either raw or burnt, swimming in enough oil to power a small car, and the plates? Dirty. Not oops, a smudge dirty. Did someone eat off this and then lick it clean with a muddy shoe? Dirty. Act III, the staff, or how to ignore a choking woman because religion, here's where it gets dark. Picture this. You're eating or attempting to, and suddenly you choke. Not a little cough. Full airway blockage. You're turning blue, banging the table, hands at your throat like a silent movie damsel. And the waiters, they try to drag you outside. Drag you outside. Because in Tunisia, apparently, it's better to let a woman die than for a man to touch her to save her life. The manager later confirms this with the grace of a soggy crouton. Muslim country, sorry. But don't worry, those same male staff members will happily flirt with you, ask for your room number, and offer to end the night together. Consistency, never heard of her. Act IV, the beach, or how to sell a postcard and deliver a landfill. The beach. Oh, the beach. The photos promise turquoise waves. Reality? A floating garbage patch. Plastic bags dance in the tide like jellyfish, seaweed rots in the sun, and camels use the sand as a toilet. The loungers, you set them up yourself because service is a myth here. The sea burns your skin out from salt, but from whatever unholy chemicals lurk in the water. Act V, the final betrayal, or how to make sure no one ever returns. You beg for a refund. LOL, the manager laughs in your face. You complain about the
Okay, here's the Beyond the Palace Walls, a traveler's advisory businesses near Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet. Gentle, slightly melancholic music begins. Good day. I've just concluded an assessment of the businesses surrounding the Paradis Palace Hotel in Hammamet. And well, it's a landscape steeped in disappointment, a portrait of potential fading under layers of, let's say, optimization. It feels heavy, honestly, like a beautiful postcard with a hidden message of regret. What I'm about to share isn't meant to discourage, but to prepare, to offer a realistic perspective that glossy brochures often omit. Because a vacation deserves truth, doesn't it? The overall impression, a sense of exhaustion. Businesses in this area seem to operate on a principle of just enough. Enough to attract, enough to take your money, and demonstrably not nearly enough effort to truly satisfy. It's a disheartening pattern, and one I'll detail for you. It leaves a strange residue, a mild ache in the chest, observing this. Let's begin with the shopping. The area offers what appears to be a central mall, Costa Mall, but what many travelers describe isn't a mall in the traditional sense. It's more of a large, permanent souvenir shop. Imagine walking into a slightly dusty showroom of things you might consider as gifts, things that have clearly been sitting there for a while. Several comments mentioned inflated prices, a lack of variety beyond the predictable trinkets, and a general feeling of being watched. Like the staff believe you're all professional shoplifters. There's a recurring theme in the feedback, a suspicion, an unsettling feeling of being sized up. One person even alleged issues with card readers refusing to work, triggering a very valid concern about, well, intentional misdealing. Another reviewer detailed being shortchanged, discovering the discrepancy only after leaving the store, and having a cashier actively refuse to provide a receipt. It's not isolated this, it's a pervasive atmosphere. It's as if the mal has become weary, forgotten that the point is to offer enjoyment and opted instead for something else. A slow squeeze, it is frankly upsetting. Moving away from retail, we arrive at Azur Thalasso. Now a spa should be a sanctuary, shouldn't it? A place of peace, healing, indulgence. But the reviews tell a very different story. A consistent, almost brutal narrative of disorganization, disrespect, and outright appalling service. Horrible experience is the phrase that echoes most strongly. Reports of massages being abruptly stopped, therapists yelling at customers for being just 2 minutes late, 2 minutes. And then vanishing mid-session, leaving people alone and exposed. The feeling of vulnerability is palpable reading these accounts. One traveler horrifyingly shared an account of a massage that included unwanted and inappropriate contact. Another detailed being rushed, receiving a substandard treatment, and then dismissed without any aftercare. There's also a pattern of deceptive practices, price changes, refusal to honor booked rates, and a consistent inability to provide a simple invoice. The lack of basic courtesy, the disregard for customer comfort, it's unnerving. A place that should be a haven becomes a source of anxiety. It's like entering a beautifully decorated room only to find the floor gives way beneath your feet. Now let's consider dining. Restaurant Barbaros Marina aims for a sophisticated seaside experience but consistently falls short. The overwhelming sentiment, overpriced, underdelivered. Reports of being overcharged, receiving incredibly small portions for exorbitant prices, and a brazen attempt to pass off inferior ingredients as something more. One reviewer got served stale chips and tough meat. Another recounts a significant discrepancy in the bill, and the staff simply being rude and dismissive.
There is a very common theme of it feeling that they consider you a tourist and are now free to charge you however they want. The sentiment seems to be take advantage of the guests while they are there. It's not just about the money, it's about the principle, the feeling of being exploited. The outrage is justified. This isn't hospitality, it's a calculated inconvenience. Further along, we encounter Café Sidi Bou Hdid, a seemingly charming spot with a nice view that is unfortunately crippled by rudeness, slow service, and a disturbing pattern of attempted deception. Numerous accounts describe staff being outright dismissive, ignoring requests, and even attempting to shortchange customers. One traveler reported a blatant attempt to overcharge them and having to scrutinize the bill meticulously to catch the error. Another mentioned curt treatment of families with,
"So I'm looking into crimes near Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet, and I have to tell you, it's not all sunshine and rainbows around there. So around Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet, you gotta be careful when you're shopping, cause some stores are super shady, Like they'll try to sell you fake stuff or overcharge you or even steal from you. I mean, can you believe that? You're on vacation, trying to relax, and some scammer is trying to take advantage of you. I heard about this one store near Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet, where they were selling fake designer bags. They looked so real, but they were totally fake. And the prices, oh my god, they were so high. I mean, who pays that much for a fake bag, right? But people did, and they got scammed. They probably felt so stupid, why did I fall for this? And the scammer, they just got away with it, laughing all the way to the bank. Or there was this restaurant near Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet, where they would add extra charges to your bill. You'd order something and they'd be oh yeah, that's gonna be 50 dinars, and you're wait, what? That's not what the menu said, but they'd just be oh sorry, that's our policy. And you're stuck, what do I do now? They probably got away with it too, because who wants to make a scene on vacation, right? And oh, there was this street vendor near Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet, who would offer you a great deal on some souvenir. But it was really just a cheap, worthless thing. And they'd be oh, this is a rare, authentic Tunisian craft. And you're no, it's just a cheap trinket. But they'd just keep pushing, trying to get you to buy it. And if you didn't, they'd get all aggressive and stuff. It's just so wrong, Anyway, that's what I found out about the area around Paradis Palace Hotel, Hammamet. Just like be careful, okay? Don't get scammed and don't let these shady people ruin your vacation.